Hey YouTube, Bujin Dragon Blade, coming at you with a special deck profile. This time it's going to be Bujin's. I'm doing this pretty late at night, but I figured that I can be able to start this off. It's been a while since I did a deck profile. Now you'll be able to see my progress on it. First to start out with, that's a very big glare. 3 Bujin Yamato. Yamato is important. He searches and he dumps for you during the end phase, which is nice because he can get over most things, like, pretty much anything that happens during main phase, he can get over. He's 1800 by himself, and he's got 200 defense. He's alright. He's not that great. I'm actually, what am I saying? He's not the one I meant. Arasuda is the one I was talking about. He's the better one to have. You want to get him in your hand as soon as possible. This deck doesn't earn duality, by the way, so I'm pretty happy about that. 2 Mikazuchis. Ooh, that's a clear. 2 Mikazuchis. When Yamato dies, you special him. He's another beast warrior you can have on board. He's 1900 by himself, and he basically just searches you spells and traps, which is very important. And the one that isn't very good, but he's not terrible, is Arasuda. Arasuda's okay. You just want to usually use him for defense purposes. He is not a beat stick, so he can get run over by almost anything. He's only really there to exceed with or to synchro with if you run a tuner in your builds, but I'll just exceed. The 3 Honest, which are 3 Crane, you have to run through Crane because it's necessary. You have to protect those Yamatos. 2 Peacock. I need a third one. A friend is going to be getting me a third one. Peacock is really good. You discard it during main phase 2, and you pretty much search anything that's Bujin. It's important. Very, very important. 1 Bujin Sinew. It's basically the same thing as Crane, but from the graveyard, so that's always nice. And he's another search target that you can dump with Yamato. 2 Hairs, because hair is important. You need to be able to protect your monsters and make sure that they can stay on the board. That's basically how the deck works, protection. 2 Quillins for popping, face-up cards, very important. 2 Turtles, because, again, protection is necessary. You need to have 2 turtles, and you need to have 2 hairs. These card sleeves are slippery as hell. Centipede, because you don't run 3 MSTs, he's your 3rd MST. And finally, another Honest, because obviously this entire deck is light. So that goes for the monsters. Then we'll go into the spells. Bujin Intervention. Basically, you use Crane on anything. It could be Schwano, it could be Yamato, anything. And if it kills something, runs it over, it will be able to banish everything of that card name from the hand, deck, and extra deck. The same name as the destroyed monsters. From their hand, extra deck, graveyard, or deck. Main deck. So, very, very good card. 2 Bujin Carnation, because, again, just getting those monsters back from the banished pile can help, and it'll help you make an exceed play, so that's always good. This is why I say you don't need to have frickin' Pot of Duality to get into Yamato. You have these. 3 to search him out, 3 to search out Mikazuchi, whatever you need. The tech for, instead of Pot of Duality, hand destruction. Get rid of 2 monsters that you want in the graveyard, and put 2 monsters that you can, or 2 cards you want, in your hand. Then we have the staples. Of course, we have Whole, Book, and MSTs. And that's all you really need. You don't really need anything else. Traps. We have the 2 Bujin traps, which are the 2 swords. Again, getting monsters back to the graveyard, getting them back into hand, is a very, very important task that needs to be made. So yeah, you want to be able to chain your sword whenever they MST it. The 2 1-0s, you need Mirror Force Torrential, obvious, just staples. 2 chains, because I don't like monster effects. And 2 calls, because you need to bring back your dudes. Again, I can't stress that enough. Bring back your dudes. Then we go into the extra deck, which is decently small, but it's there. Amaterasu, that is a huge glare. Amaterasu, this particular one takes 3 level 4 monsters, doesn't matter what any level 4s are, just says 3 level 4 monsters. During your turn, you special summon a monster. During your opponent's turn, you add it from your banish pile to your hand. Level 4 or lower monsters, so it's pretty good. Beast Warrior, 2600, he's just really what you need to get out the board. But what you really want to get on the board early is this guy. Bujin Amaterasu is good late game. This guy is good early game because he helps establish your graveyard. He helps you do your stuff. He does your searching and your dumping. You can attack all the monsters at once or once each. 2400 on board, so he can do 48 if you double him with Crane. 1 card at safety if you're feeling lucky to dump your stuff, and he can protect himself, so that's always nice. Tsukuyomi, it's alright. You detach, you discard, you draw 2. If he dies while having a material on him, you basically can save himself. Oh, saw a piece of my laptop right there. He can basically save himself, so yeah, it's always nice. Star Seraph Sentry, same reason, he can protect himself and he can negate monster effects. Again, heavy monster effect negation. Starleash Gladino, easily able to negate monsters. Black Ship, because it's Black Ship. Diamond Direwolf, because everything is a beast and beast warrior. And wing beast, so he can do his popping effect to benefit you. We have a Steel Swarm Roach and a Geyser Cowboy. That's pretty much it for the Exceed monsters. Card of the night is Amaterasu because obviously I'm a huge Itachi fan. This is 13 Dragon Blade signing off.